me click.
What's going on, guys? ZigaBlaze here, and today I have some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay for you going in the background. It's actually a super high kill game, and I played really well, so I decided to throw it in the background while I wanted to talk about some of the things in Black Ops 3 that I'm looking forward to. Mainly today I wanted to talk about the specialist characters in the game and the ones I actually got the chance to use in the beta and what I thought of each of them. So in Black Ops 3, the way the specialist characters work is each character has a ability and a special weapon. And the abilities range from all different things, from vision pulses through walls to speed bursts and gaining extra points towards your streak. And the weapons are just very powerful specialist style weapons, and they all have small quirks to them that make some of them not as overpowered as others, but we'll get into that as we go on. Right off the bat, I started off with Ruin because I watched him in the multiplayer reveal trailer, and it looked so sick because he was running on the wall over the B flag, and he jumps down and smashes his gravity spikes on top of the enemy team, and it looked so epic. So he was one of the first characters I unlocked, and I tried the grav spikes out, and honestly I wasn't a huge fan of them. They're useful for objective game types, but I honestly think there's better specialist characters out there. One of the specialist characters I used was Seraph, and she was really cool. You unlocked her first after you had just the 2 or 3 base characters that you got to choose from, and her specialist weapon was the Annihilator pistol, and this was like a magnum pistol that had 6 shots in it. I want to say it was either 6 or 8, I can't remember exactly. But the pistol, it was so much fun because it's a one-shot kill from anywhere across the map, and you have to be pretty accurate with it. So that's where the balancing act of it comes into play. Because it's so strong, there's no auto-aim at all to the weapon, which makes it much more fair on console. But on PC, as of right now, I'm not sure if Treyarch thought too much into this, because on PC there is no auto-aim as is, so the Annihilator pistol is really powerful because those PC players are very precise with their aiming, and it's much easier to aim with a mouse when you're using your entire hand than it is to use just your thumb on console and try and aim with the pistol. Seraph's passive ability was the combat focus, and I also used this, and it was really good for earning big score streaks, or even if you use small score streaks, you could chain them together really well. I used a UAV and a counter UAV, and I forget what my third streak was, but it was one of the higher up ones, and the UAV and counter UAV are very low tier score streaks that are pretty easy to earn, and you get those assist points when you call it in and you get kills. So what I would do is I would save up my UAV and my counter, and then I would pop my combat focus ability, which gives you double points for the duration that it's up. Then I would call in both those UAVs and counters, and I'd be getting 40 points for every kill that my teammates were getting, and it helped me get to my streaks really fast. The next specialist I used after that was Prophet, and he had the lightning gun that could chain together kills. If you hit someone with the lightning gun, then it would chain together and have a chain reaction, almost like the Wonderwaff does in Call of Duty Zombies. But I didn't get a chance to use that. I'm sure I'm gonna try it out once the game comes out, but I saw a lot of people using that. It was actually called the Tempest. Now, my favorite ability out of all of them had to be Prophet's glitch ability, which was so much fun, and you could just get so many cool. I have a few cool clips to show you guys with it that I'm gonna put into the beginning of the video, like I did with the first clip you guys saw in the beginning of this gameplay, where I got a 5-man frag grenade on the Black Ops 3 beta. And that was while I was just playing with a couple friends, and everyone in the party I was talking to, everyone started screaming. They're like, "Oh my god, how'd you do that?" And I just sat there, laying down on the ground like, what just happened? That was crazy. So yeah, Prophet's glitch ability, pretty much what the ability is it allows you to, when you click L1 and R1 at the same time, or LB and RB if you're on Xbox, it brings you back about 5 seconds in-game time, and it's like a teleportation, and you have to use it to your advantage, and it's not as easy as it looks right off the bat, because you have to remember where you were 5 seconds prior. So if you get into a tight situation, you can pop that ability, you can be back in a safe part of the map, away from all that action. But I had the ability multiple times just ruin my streaks, because I'd start getting shot and I'd pop the ability, but I had been running on the wall 5 seconds prior, just off the edge of the map, and I didn't remember that, so I wasn't ready for it when I popped the ability, and when I came back into the game, once I teleported backwards, I was running on the wall, and I accidentally fall off all the time. But if you get good with the ability, you can really do work on the enemy team, getting behind them and just outsmarting them. It's a very good way to outsmart your enemy players. One of the other specialists that I played as right off the bat was Outrider, and I used both of her abilities. Her weapon I used first, which is the Sparrow Bow, and it was really fun. You get to charge the bow up, and if you don't pull the shots back all the way, you lob the arrows, which is still very effective because she pulls the bow back really fast, so it's not like you're at a disadvantage with using it, but you have to be pretty accurate with it, and it makes for some awesome clips. If you can just hit one person after the other, it's so much fun. You feel like Katniss Everdeen. Outrider's specialist ability was the Vision Pulse, and I thought it was going to be really overpowered when I had just heard of it before I'd actually played, but it was very fair, because once you get Vision Pulsed, if someone else on the enemy team is using it, your whole player will physically turn red, and you can tell that you're being Vision Pulsed, so you can prepare for it ahead of time. Now, this is one of the abilities that I think is a little too strong as of right now, and I think will be toned down once the game's actually out, but Reaper, the robot specialist, his scythe ability, his scythe weapon, was very strong. So basically what it is the scythe he would pull out of his arm, and it's just a Gatling gun. It was like the death machine from Black Ops 2, but you have practically full mobility with it, and you can just shred the enemy team if you hold down positions. I think what Treyarch needs to do to tone this one down, which I think they probably will, is slow your character down once he pulls out the scythe ability so that you're not as mobile when you have it. And finally, the last specialist that I tried out was Battery, and I tried her kinetic armor, which I thought, and a lot of other people thought, that it was going to be too powerful and it gave you invincibility, but the kinetic armor only blocks out your main part of your body, and your head's still vulnerable, so it wasn't really that great. It's good if you are trying to get around a corner and you're getting shot at. You can pop the ability, and it'll give you that extra second or two of advantage that you might need to get away from a gunfight. Anyways, guys, that's the end of what I have to say about the specialist characters. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. We did really good in this game. We again. I'm still being plural. It probably won't change for a while. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see all of you beautiful faces tomorrow. Alright, guys. Peace.